Hey guys, Chevy RC here. I'm going to do a review of the Traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive. Hey guys might be wondering, I don't own a Traxxas Slash 2. Oh wait, you don't own a Traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive. And why not do a review of other stuff that you already have? Well, I'm going to save those two for last. Well, okay. I've owned the Slash for about a year or two. It's been given to me by Mr. Murphy, so my dad told me to give it away to my friend Andrew. He never had an RC, so my dad told me just give it to him. He's in the RC club at my high school. So the review. Number one, handling. How does it handle? A high center of gravity chassis, very little adjustments, and just bad. What happened is it traction rolls a lot. What I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. The steering is okay. It doesn't really have understeer. It doesn't seem to have oversteer. It just seems like it has good amount of steering, but the traction roll is kind of bad. That means I ain't getting the grip as I wanted to, and it dips out. When I compare it to the Rustler, it's kind of worse than the Rustler. I gave the Rustler a 3. Well, I want to give the Slash a 2. So I'm going to give the Slash a 3 as well as the Rustler. I mean, for one thing, you can't make a Slash beat a Rustler just by doing a couple of things. Okay, so number 2, jumping and landing. Oh my god, jumping and landing. First truck is bad. Jumping is, but landing is not. Okay, so with landing, I know with short course track they have trouble parachuting and all that because of their big body. So with the body, it's so big. I mean, there's no cutout holes. I know there's RCs out there that's trying to prevent that. I mean, with the jumping, it literally just goes back and then it hits the rear bumper and goes. But with the landing, you know, the landing never seemed to be a problem with me. The landing seems to be fine, actually. I mean, for a short course truck, I mean, it's still kind of bad. Landing's alright. I want to give it the same as the Rustler, and I'll give it a 4. I mean, just because it's kind of fine. Now, tunability is the same as the Rustler. I'll just tell you that tunability is the exact same as the Rustler. So 3 out of 10. Then number 4, which is durability. It has the same issues as the Rustler Stampede, but there's less parts to work out, which is the Stampede that has a servo saver that breaks, and well, not Stampede, but the Rustler has the upper deck where those 2 front holes attached to the bulkhead will get connected with the bulkhead with those 2 front screws. When those screws bend or something like that, it will crack the upper deck. So with the Slash, you don't have anything there that will break. And plus with the bumpers and the big bumpers and big body, the caster blocks, steering blocks, and rear hub carriers. Actually, the rear hub carriers break faster, the caster blocks break slower. I give the Rustler 3 out of 10. I'll give the Slash a 4 out of 10. Okay, so number 5. Racer, basher, or just have fun racing or bashing. You can't really race the Slash. You can bash the Slash. You can bash with your friends with the Slash, and you can race with the Slash. No, you cannot race a Slash at all. I race my Slash with Austin, which you guys already know. He's got a Traxxas Evader ST Pro. His plastics are stiff, so it'll have inconsistent turning, while my Slash was just like, I would get him in the entry, but when we come to exit, the diff would dip out and it would traction roll, and I got beat. He had a 6 on him, I had a 7 on him. His gearing was probably a little bit higher, but I think I had a tiny bit more speed. No, I was geared higher, but I still had a tiny bit more speed. Well, I don't know. This might have, I don't know. The gearing's probably the same. And so, how well does it doing? Well, I'm gonna use it as a basher. So if basher is pretty good, I gave the wrestler a 4. I'll give a slash a 5, just because it does better. Now for number 6, fun. Is it fun? I gave a wrestler a 4 just because I've never had too much fun with it. The fun I had. The fun I had with Slash, it can go terrain better than a wrestler because it is a high center of gravity chassis. I can do donuts with it. Better than a wrestler. I can. Oh dang. I'll give a fun level. I will give it a 5, and I gave the wrestler a 4. So, I mean, it is kind of fun just because I could go to more terrain and stuff. Number 7, parts availability. You guys all know it's 10 out of 10. And upgradability, which is 10 out of 10. Oh, you guys know that. Number 9, which is coolness. I look at it as a cool body, cool tires, take them off, anything cool, that's it. That's how I look at it. Well, steel camera links to toe links, bearings, which bearings are supposed to be standard, but with some of the Traxxas to drives, or the brush editions, I should say, comes bushings. So, so coolness, I gave a wrestler a 3. Just because the body and the tires were kind of the same thing. I'll give it the same as the wrestler because it is basically the same thing. 3 out of 10. I gave the wrestler 3 out of 10. Now number 10, the last thing, value. You get $220 from, I think it's $210 or $210 to $230 for brushed. You get an RC that's high center of gravity chassis, very little adjustability, no aluminum parts, but you do get steel camera links, toe links, and ball bearings. And the way I look at it is just, I gave a wrestler a 4. It is cheaper than a Slash, and yet here's how I look at a Slash. The only difference is chassis, of course. Shorter rear A arms, bumpers, body, tires, body mounts. Yeah, that's it. Of course, the chassis is the biggest one. So for value, I'm going to give it 3 out of 10. I gave a wrestler 4 out of 10 because it is kind of better than a Slash for handling. Box stock, both back and forth. And in a Slash is a little more expensive, which it's supposed to be. I'm just going to give it 3 out of 10. I mean, high center of gravity chassis, you know, I don't know. So I'm going to add it all up, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got 51 out of 100, which is same as the wrestler. Kind of, apparently. Stampede is 52 out of 100 because it is a monster truck, and it's you know, these Traxxas 2-wheel drives, I'm not going to review the Bandit because one thing, I don't own a Bandit, 2, I don't care about the Bandit, and 3, every time I look at the Bandit, everything's just wrong on it because it's so narrow, everything. With these Traxxas 2-wheel drives, all I see is a basic, average RC. I mean, I just don't know. You guys have, some people are saying they're having good luck with the 2-wheel drive RCs. I know the Stampede is one of the least RCs to have luck with because one thing is a monster truck and everything. You know, I think they need to be improved. I mean, handling needs to be improved, durability needs to be improved. I mean, there's just, I don't know, guys. So, just, comment, like, subscribe. That's it, guys. Diversity, peace.